You know the feeling. You're staring at a blank page. A great video idea is buzzing in your head. Then, boom, overwhelmed. You don't know where to start. The cursor just blinks. Excitement turns into stress. In this video, I'll show you my 5-step plan to go from idea to a ready to film script without stress and without wasting time. This plan helps you get organized and post consistently. Feeling stuck makes a lot of creators quit. The problem isn't ideas. The problem is not having a system to turn ideas into videos. I used to be there. Big inspiration days, then weeks of nothing. I couldn't turn my vision into a real video and it felt like homework. That changed when I stopped waiting for motivation and followed a simple process. This 5-step workflow helps by removing the guesswork. Before you hit record, you'll know what your video is about, what it's for, what you'll say, what you'll show, and how to earn the click. It's not strict rules, it's a structure that gives you freedom. By the end, you'll have a clear plan, save hours, and build momentum. Every great video starts with a small seed, but a seed needs purpose. Therefore, ask yourself, why should I make this video? Who is it for? What will they get? This is how a new creator can find a seed or topic. First, search in YouTube. Look up several creators in your niche that is actually crushing it. Look up topics you care about. Watch a few top videos. Ask, what did these creators miss? What would I explain differently? Let's make it clear, you're not copying them. You're using their videos as inspiration. You can make your own version by adding your style, your voice, your experience. Another way to find the topic or seed you want to talk about is using vidIQ or similar tools. You can check for outlier videos that are trending in your niche and brainstorm keywords with good search volume and reasonable competition. These tools help you spot ideas people are actually looking for. Other ways to find more topic is to look for questions people are asking in forums, comments under videos, community posts, maybe problems you've solved or your own wins and mistakes. Now it's time to give the seed a purpose by providing value to the audience. Ask yourself these questions and provide an honest answer. What problem am I solving? For example, instead of a video about productivity, try this: 3 ways I beat procrastination. Who is my audience? Is this for beginners just starting out or people with more experience? Focus on talking to one clear person. What do I want the viewers to do, think, or feel after watching? Do you want them to feel fired up to start a hobby? Do you want them to subscribe because they can't wait to see more of your videos? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see how other creators approach this. Now that you know your video's purpose, it's time to build its skeleton, the outline. I call this the skeleton because it is the bones of the video. You know that our skeleton or bones, to explain it in a simple manner, is what gives our body structure. Well, an outline is the skeleton of a script. It holds ideas together and keeps the story moving. A solid outline is your best defense against rambling or going off on tangents, and it ensures you hit all your key points. A structure that works and is used by almost all creators is the hook, the preview, the delivery, and the recap. The purpose of the hook is to grab attention fast. You may have only 30 seconds or less to catch viewers' attention. Then comes the preview. It's a quick setup that tells viewers what's coming next and why they should keep watching. For example, in this video, we'll cover 5 steps, blah, 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 blah. After the preview comes the delivery. This is the main body where you explain your key points, show examples, and fulfill the promise of the hook. And last is the recap. It's a brief wrap up that restates the main points and guides the viewers to the next step. By the way, if this system is already sparking ideas for you, do me a favor, hit that like button so YouTube knows this is the kind of content you want more of. And if you're serious about finally getting consistent with your videos, go ahead and subscribe. I will be sharing strategies like this every single week to help creators over 40 save time, cut stress, and actually grow on YouTube. Now, returning to our conversation. The way I create my outlines is by using the help of ChatGPT. I give it my topic, which is the seed. I let it know for who the video is for and the purpose of my video. Then I ask ChatGPT to create an outline in a bullet point format using the information I provided. ChatGPT actually does a good job. If at first you are not happy with the outcome it gives you, you can tweak the prompt a bit and try again. Okay, you've got a solid skeleton. So now it's time to add the flesh, which is writing the script. This step is all about turning those bullet points into the actual words you'll say on camera. For some people, that means a word to word script. For others, it's just about adding more details to the bullet points. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Either way, the goal is the same to deliver clear value through your message confidently and like an actual human being. If you're just starting out, I strongly recommend scripting the first 15 to 30 seconds of your video, which is your hook. That opening is so critical for keeping viewers, and having it nailed down will help you start strong. For the rest, find what works for you. I will let you in on a secret. The real key to a great YouTube script is to write like you talk. Seriously, ditch the jargon, the complicated sentences, and the formal academic tone. As you write, read your lines out loud. Does it sound like something you would actually say to a friend? A great little trick is to use conversational compression, breaking down big ideas into short, punchy, easy to understand sentences. Another powerful tool for your script is what's called a pattern interrupt. These are little moments that break the flow and jolt the viewer's attention back to you. You can do this by asking a direct question like, "Well, what if I told you there's an easier way?" Or by using reactive language like, "Okay, this is the part nobody ever talks about." These small shifts keep the energy up and stop people from zoning out. Finally, your script isn't just about words, it's also about setting the stage for what people will see. So now let's talk about the visuals. Words are only half the story on YouTube. What your audience sees is just as important. Step 4 is all about planning what will be on screen while you're talking. Thinking about your visuals during the planning stage instead of scrambling during the edit is probably one of the biggest productivity hacks I know. It saves an unbelievable amount of time and makes sure your final video is dynamic and fun to watch. This is where you make a shot list. It's just a list of all the footage you need to get to bring your script to life. Your shot list should have a few different kinds of visuals. First, your A-roll. That's your main footage. It's usually you talking to the camera. Here you could cut between a wide shot and a close-up to add emphasis to a certain point. Second is your B-roll. B-roll is what makes a video feel polished and professional. It can be a screen recording of you showing a process, close-ups of a product you're reviewing, or even stock footage that illustrates an idea. Planning this stuff ahead means you can get all the footage at once instead of desperately searching for it later. Third, you can add any on-screen text or graphics. These are captions, titles, and simple visual callouts that highlight key points during the video. List them in your shot list so you remember to add them during your video editing. You don't need any fancy software to make a shot list. You can create a simple 2-column table in Word, Excel, Notion, or any other similar app. Then you add your script on the left side and on the right the visuals that goes with it. This process forces you to think like an editor before you even film a single second. It guarantees you'll have everything you need, which makes editing smoother, faster, and so much less stressful. Now let's talk about the packaging, the title, and the thumbnail. This last step is the one most creators get completely wrong. They treat the title and thumbnail as an afterthought. something you slap together after the video is already done. This is a huge mistake. Your video's packaging is not the last step of publishing. It is a vital part of the plan. A brilliant video with bad packaging will never get the views it deserves simply because no one will click on it. You should be thinking about your title and thumbnail right from the very beginning. In fact, here's a pro level workflow. Try to brainstorm a great title and thumbnail idea before you even write the script. Why? Because a strong title and thumbnail forces you to get crystal clear on your video's promise. When it comes to the title, you're trying to balance two things being found and being interesting. Use tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to look up keywords your audience is actually searching for. But don't just stuff keywords in there. You have to create some curiosity. For example, a title like My 5 Step Video Planning System is okay for search. But adding Stop Wasting Time to the beginning of the title creates a benefit driven hook that speaks directly to a viewer's pain point. For the thumbnail, the goal is to be clear, compelling, and to work with the title. It has to grab attention in a sea of other videos. Think high contrast colors, a clear and expressive photo of your face, if you're not doing a faceless channel, and just a few easy to read words. The thumbnail shouldn't just repeat the title, it should add to it. I often sketch out a few thumbnail ideas or even make a rough version in Canva before I film. That way, I know if I need to take a specific picture during my recording session to use later. Bake your title and thumbnail into the plan so your video isn't just good, it's findable and irresistible to click. And that's it. That's the complete 5 step process to take you from a chaotic blank page to a perfectly planned video that you're excited to film. So let's do a super quick recap. Step 1, the seed. You define your idea by getting clear on its value, audience, and purpose. Step 2, the skeleton. You research your topic and build a simple outline with 3 to 4 key points. Step 3, the flesh. You write your script for talking points to sound like a real person with a strong hook and clear message. Step 4, the visuals. You plan out your A-roll, B-roll, and any on-screen graphics ahead of time. Step 5, the packaging. You craft a clickable title and compelling thumbnail as part of the plan, not the final touches. When you follow this system, you replace that feeling of overwhelm with a clear, repeatable process. You won't just create better, more engaging videos, you'll do it faster and with way less stress. This is how you build real consistency and grow on YouTube. Now that you have a bulletproof planning system, the next logical step is making sure your delivery on camera is just as strong. A great script can fall flat if you don't execute with confidence. That's exactly why I made a video on the 7 tips to be more confident on camera, which is the perfect next video for you to watch. Go check it out and stop letting a lack of planning hold you back.